Okay, let me record again. Okay. So we have here so yung slide nasa PowerPoint na tayo. Nakita niyo sa screen? Please confirm. Sir Robert, okay lang? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have here the hook. Yung hook na yan, subjected to 3 forces. You have A, this A, then you have C, and then you have B. Okay, so which has corresponding forces. If the resultant of the forces is 80 kilonewton and is acting along the positive x-axis, find the angle. So there is a big difference that you have to check here. Itong sinasabi dito, may resultant force dito ano na 80 kilonewton. Itong number 1 saka number 3, okay? Yung force number 3 naman, the forces A, B, C has to be in equilibrium, ano? Dapat equilibrium siya. So you are going to compute the force value of C. So wala siyang resultant na binigay. Now first question, may resultant force na siya na 80 kilonewton na going to the right positive x-axis. Okay, so dito may 80 na going to the right na idadagdag sa first question. Sa third question, only these 3 forces which are in equilibrium, which you have to compute for force C. Okay, so first question, there is a horizontal resultant force, ano, na 80 kilonewton. Okay? Sinasabi niya. Okay? So, idadagdag nyo lang to. And then we sum up forces. Okay? Horizontal. So you have here C. This alpha, the cosine of alpha, here becomes the C, the x component. Cosine of alpha times C, x component. And then you have here this 45 kilonewton. The x component is the cosine of 60. And then you have here in a direction going to the left, which is negative, equal to 80 kilonewton. Okay? Ito yung resultant force na 80 kilonewton. Nagkataon dito, ang resultant force talaga is 1 lang. Okay? Going to the right. Ibig sabihin, horizontal component niya is going to the right. The resultant force is going to the right. In other words, the horizontal component is also 80 kilonewton and the vertical component is 0. Ibig sabihin, itong C at saka itong B mag-equate lang into 0 pagka sinum up nyo ng vertical direction. Okay? So sum up forces vertical direction, ito rin ang makikita natin, di ba? We only have C and B. C, that component is sine of alpha. Whereas for B, it's the sine of 60. So we can have this one as for equation 1 and we have this one equation 2. And looking at the equation, if we divide equation 1 by equation 2, meaning we can have tangent. Okay? Kasi actually cotangent. Okay? Dapat equation 2 divide by equation 1. Okay? Okay? Equation 2 divide equation 1. Kasi C sine alpha divide equation 1 na C cosine alpha. Ang C ma-cancel out lang. Kaya ang remaining sine over cosine becomes tangent alpha. Okay? So you have equation 2 is 38.97 and then equation 1, 92.5. In other words, we can compute alpha. Okay? So we can compute angle alpha by which there is a horizontal resultant or there is a horizontal resultant force of 80 kilonewton. Okay? Malinaw ba to? Okay, so let's move on. Now for value C, if alpha is 60 degrees given na, what's the value of force C? So again, we just have substitute na lang nga lang eh. So Sum of forces vertical, ano? Sum of forces vertical lang naman to. Summation of forces vertical equals to 0. Okay? Or force going up is equal to force going down. C, the sine of 60, which is this side, this C, sabihin natin CY, is equal to C sine of 60. Okay? So C sine of 60 is equal to the opposite direction. 45, ano? Pero, sine of 60 din. Cancel out, sine of 60, C becomes 45. And now, you have here the value of C. What is the value of C if A, B, and C, if A, B, and C are in equilibrium? So to make it equilibrium, basically we are going to use some forces, equations of equilibrium. We sum up forces horizontal and vertical. So this one, C cosine alpha is the Cx or horizontal component. 45 cosine 60 also is the horizontal component for 45. And then you have the opposite direction. It is just like going to the right is equal to going to the left. Okay? So we can have this equation. Sabihin natin equation 1. And then for equation 2, sum of forces vertical. Okay? C, sine of alpha. And then you have, again, 45. 45, okay. Ito, 45 sine of 60. This vertical component naman. So we can have this equation 2. Okay, so going further, we can have this just like in similar approach to the previous question. We divide. Ano to? Ito ha, hindi to cosine. Sine ito. Nagkamali lang. Okay? This one, sine ito. Okay? Check natin yung calculation niya. Okay? Okay. So may kuwan lang dito, ano? Check nyo na lang tong 12.5. Okay? Kasi sine over cosine. If we divide equation 2, divide equation 1. Okay? Nasagutan nyo naman to, di ba? So, mali pala itong kuwan ng tawag dito. Yung sa reviewer. Okay? So, supposedly it's 38, what's this? There is a, ito, baka ito, or ito. Okay? It's 38.7. The value of sine. Ito, dapat. Ito, 38.97. Eksakto pala ito. Ito equation. Medyo lumito. This one is equation 2. Okay? So, equation 2, divide equation 1. Ito pala yung equation 2. Okay? C sine alpha over C cosine alpha. Pinagtabi na siya. Equation 2 at ito yung equation 1. Coming from here. Okay? So, we can have 38.97 divided 12.5. Then we have tangent alpha. Similar to equation second question, I should say. So we can have C is equal to 40.9. Karamihan mo sa inyo nakakuha nito. Okay, so let's just proceed. Any questions? Punta tayo sa vector notations. Here we will discuss a brief approach of the vector notation. As you can see in the slide, we have this orientation in the 3D orientation. And in 2D, we consider X and Y for scalar, but for vector, we represent I and J. So if we have X, Y, in vector is I, J. If we have more on the 3D diagram, Z, we have here K. That's why we have X, Y, Z, and we have I, J, K. Okay? So for example, this one, in vector, it has to be represented with I and J. So the component, this F1X, I, where's the F1? This is F1. So this one becomes f1xi, just to represent it into vector force, vector representation. And if we have j, actually we just add ij to make it, for us to be known, to know it if it is along I or along j, or along I, along x, and along j or along y, respectively. Okay. So here, obviously, f1 going here is positive. Ito naman, positive din. Okay. So that's why we can see here in f1. Similarly, for f2, for x or for I, it's negative. Y is positive. Okay. Positive, negative. F3, positive for I here, and then negative for j. It's negative. Then, what is the resultant? So it is just like you combine all of them, and then afterwards you combine what is I and what is j. So here, obviously, this is the I components, and these are, I should say, the j component. J component meaning it's vertical component, it's y component. I component meaning it's x component. But in vector, for us to see I and j will help us understood that this one is representing x component or horizontal component, and this one is representing vertical component or j component. Okay, so as further shown here, for example, in scalar, just like what we did in previous, even in the last session, session that we had. So we have two forces here, okay? First, F1. F1 is here, could be here as well. So these are the components, vertical and horizontal. Okay, here, cosine, this one is sine. And then we can write it here for, yeah, F1, this is the calculation, obviously. Okay. And then for F2, you have this one here, okay? This is the same that I have shown you solution method, but I'm not going to do it step by step. Okay, F2x, just this horizontal component, this is just 13 over, 12 over 13 hypotenuse. Okay, this is using scalar. Okay, but in vector, it could be represented by here, by like this. For example, the vector components in vector for F1, you have here for F1, 100 negative. Okay, you show here negative and I, meaning we're seeing it, we are observing here I, a letter of I, meaning we could understand that this is horizontal component in a direction negative going to the left. And we have here 173, which is this one, going up. And that's why it's being represented by J. For us to understood, okay, that this one, these are the directions. But and to show I and J, meaning this is in a vector notation. Similarly for F2, you have also I and you have J. Okay. The calculation, of course, would be the same. You use cosine or sine accordingly. And for scalar, some other problems, so you also have here like this. Okay, scalar. Okay, just like in the previous problem, FR meaning resultant. If we are asked to compute the resultant force, here F1x minus F2x. Okay, so this is F1x 600 times cosine 30, and this one is F2x. So the resultant is going to the right. Okay, and for resultant y, obviously, they are both going up and that's all positive. 600 sine 30, ito yun, 600 sine 30. And ito naman 400 cosine 45, ito naman yun. Okay? Going up. So you have here, this is scalar notation. X component and then Y component, it's here. Okay? X, it's here. We can compute the resultant. And of course, it's direction or angle. Now, if you're going to solve it in vector, the same actually, but you just have to write I. See, F1, what is X component for X? For F1, 600 cosine 30, you multiply it by I. because we are in vector. Okay. And then sine 30 is vertical. This is 600 times sine 30. You write j so that we will know that we are in vector. And then we have also for f2 400 negative. It's going to the left. And we have here I also because we are in the x component, and j for vertical component. And then we combine all of them. Okay. We group I and I. See? It is just like this one. Okay. 600 times cosine 30 minus 400 times sine 45. So we can have this one. And then you also have for j, we can have also this one. This is just to show in a vector analysis, which is just the same previously. Okay. 236.8 and 582.8. Okay, more on vector analysis. Okay, the Cartesian vector. So example, you have here A in 3D. Okay, we have here the y component or the j component. We have here the x component, and we have here the z component. How are you going to do that? Obviously, for z component, you need this angle. Okay. For x component, you cannot go directly from here going there. No, you go here first with this. Okay, you get this component. Of course, this angle is given, and then from here you get this angle to get this component. Similarly to this component. Okay. Okay. So in other words, this AY and then this AX here, if you get the resultant, this one will become the component also for this. And if we have this one and then this vertical, we can get this hypotenuse, which is already this A. Okay, that's 3D. Now, as you can see, its dimension or its magnitude, it is just like, okay, this one, as I was saying, the magnitude, let us say this one is 3. Okay, this is 3, this one is 4. So what is this side? This is right angle. Anyone could speak, please. What is this side? If this is 3, this is 4. What is this one? Anyone? This is a right triangle, okay? This is 3, this is 4. What is this? Anyone can answer? Huh? That's 5, right? It's a special triangle. It's 3, 4, 5. Thumbs up naman kung agree kayo. Okay, it's 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if this is 5, I can also have a triangle here. Okay, good. This one is 5. And then this height, pwede na natin itong AZ. Okay? Meaning this A could be this A. Okay? A is just simply 5 squared. A squared is equal to 5 squared and AZ squared. That is why this total A is just this one. Okay? In other words, to compute the dimension of A, for example, this is 3, this is 4, and the height is, let us say, 5. In other words, the total dimension of A going here, A is just equal to 3 squared plus 4 along X squared plus 5 yung vertical, yung Z. Okay? Yun ang value ng A in a 3D. Okay? Malinaw ba? Okay. Malinaw ang internet. Okay, let's move. Parang nagugutom na kayo. Tapusin lang natin to. Okay. So, how are we going to if you have a unit vector, how are we going to answer this one? Okay. Okay, sagutan na lang natin to. I will explain this further by having what's this? This sample problem. Mas madali maintindihan, okay? Para hindi na kayo gumulo. Okay. Yung susunod na problem. Kasi ito, calculation lang naman to ng kuwan. Yung similar na diniscuss ko kanina. Halimbawa, okay. Express the force F shown in figure 232. Okay? A. Okay? So what are the components for this 100 pounds? So ang tanong dito, anong component along Z? Anong component along X? And anong component along Y? Okay? Ang along Z, madali lang yan. Kasi itong FZ is just the same as this vertical FZ, di ba? May 60 degrees naman, malinaw dyan, okay? So yung FZ na yan, ito yan, no? It is just 100, okay? Itong F, 100 times sine 60. It is the opposite of this angle. That means it's only sine. Now, if you are going to compute for the cosine ito, ito yung cosine ng F. Ito yan, no? Kaya nilagay dito F prime lang yan kasi wala pa yan sa X or Y component. Kaya nilagay F prime. Yung F prime na yan, that is the cosine 60. Yun yung cosine 60 na 50 pounds. In other words, that 50 pounds is this one. Okay? This is the 50 pounds. Malinaw ba? Thumbs up kung malinaw.
Clear. Yes,
okay.
clear.
So kung 50 pounds yan, madali na natin ma-compute itong along X, itong Fx. Kasi itong Fx is just the cosine of 45. Ito yung 45, ito yung cosine. Okay? Cosine 45 times 50 is 35.4. Ito na yung Fx. Okay? Fx. At saka yung Fy naman, obviously, itong Fy, ito din yung Fy. Okay? Which is just the sine of 45. Okay? Ito nagkataon na 45 degrees kaya yung Fx at saka Fy is just the same, 45 degrees. It is the x and vertical component of the 50, by which this 50 is just the 60 degrees component coming from this F na 100. Okay? So Fz, ito yung Fx at saka ito yung Fy. So ito yung din-discuss ko before, ng mga three components of a certain force acting in a three-dimension forces. Okay? Ngayon, ilagay lang yung I, ilagay yung J, ilagay yung K, being represented na ng vector. Okay? Vector representation. 35.4 positive. Okay? Asan yung 35.4 na positive na I, meaning X? Kasi, ang orientation dito towards you is positive. Okay? Positive here. Okay? Dito positive. Z. Okay? Yung J naman, negative kasi papunta dito. Dito ang positive. Okay? Going here, Y. Tandaan nyo dito ang orientation natin, X is towards you. Y is going here. And then Z is going up. Ito yung mga orientation ng positive. Okay? Kasi may mga questions sa board exam na related dito. Na magagamit ng vector. Okay. Ito paggawa na to ito na yung kukompute natin ng mga component niya. Okay? Ito, isolve ko na lang itong isang problem na mas madali maintindihan na related dito. Okay? Okay, ito. So you have here a 3D, okay? 3D system. You have a certain weight, okay? There is a certain weight supported by, mula dito, meron D, mula dito meron C, and meron din dito B. Okay? So what is this? What are these forces? Okay? Going FB, B muna tayo, okay? In this direction. What are the components of FB? Naalala nyo sa Cartesian 2D system, if we have here, let's say, 3, then we have here 4, we have here 5, special triangle, okay? And then we have this F, okay? This Fx, or Fy, I should say, is just equal to this component over hypotenuse na 5. Ito naman na Fx is this component na 4 divided by 5. Okay? Now, kung meron ka nitong force na 3D, okay? May 3D ka dito. Sabi natin gawa tayo ng box. Okay? Box siya. Okay? Andito yung force sa gitna going towards this one. Okay? So, how are you going to, let us say this one is F. Okay? How are you going to compute its component? First, you have to identify first what would be the total length of this F. Okay? Total dimension. Kung halimbawa it is 3, okay? This is 4, this is 5, okay? 5. Ngayon kung ito naman 4, kasi nga right angle naman to, so this F, yung length ng F, okay, is just yung length ng F is just 4 squared or 16 squared, 16, 4 squared is 16, and then 5 is 25. So that becomes, that length of F is equal to, square root of 41. Ito yung total na length. Now, if you are going to compute, halimbawa ito, x ito dito, halimbawa, z, y. If you are going to compute fy component, okay, that is just equal to f, yung force na f, ito, is equal to this side na 5, okay, over square root of 41. Parang dito lang din, okay? Ito 2D lang, okay? 3 at saka hypotenuse. Ito naman 5, okay? Ito naman 5 is this the height? It's the height. At saka yung square root of 41 is the total length of that F along F. Okay? So this idea is applicable to this 3 dimension. So dito makikita natin sa FB or AB, I should say, this length AB, what is the total length of AB? It has something to do with this dimension, okay? This dimension is from here, which is 3, and then going up, which is 8, and then going here, which is 4. So ilan yan siya? Okay, negative 3. Bakit negative? Kasi ang orientation dito, ito yung positive. Ito yung positive, okay? Ito rin yung positive sa taas. Negative 3 siya. Ito, no? Negative 3. Squared, kasi nga ito, squared to, di ba? Hypotenuse, Pythagorean theorem. Negative 3 squared. Hindi to ha? Nung convert to ng PDF, naging 2, square root yan. Okay? Hindi yan. Okay. Square root yan. O ilagay ko na lang dyan, ganun. 2 actually yan. Pero understood na pagka-square root na may 2 yan, kaya tinatanggal yun. Okay? Square root of negative 3 squared. Bakit negative 3? Kasi nga opposite direction, negative ang orientation dito, positive dito. This is along x, okay? Kaya dito sa taas din, negative 3i. Kasi yung dimension niya for this specific, ito na yung magiging component, I component or x component, okay? It is just like this dimension 3 all over the total, okay? Or the length of this AB. Ito. This is the length of AB. Okay? Length of AB. Itong 3, this is just the length of, okay, the x component. Ito lang yan, na 3. Okay? So ano itong negative 4? Okay? What is this negative 4? That is J. Ito, no? Negative 4. This is J. Why negative? Kasi ito nga yung orientation natin, positive. Going here is positive. Going here is positive. Ito, kasi papunta naman dun sa kabila, that becomes negative. Negative 4. Kopyahin mo lang din dito, negative 4J. 8K. Asa naman yung 8? Going up. Kasi nga orientation natin sa Z, positive. Going up. Ayan yan, 8. And then you have this 8. Once we follow this one, we can have these components, okay? So in other words, your FB, itong FB na to, na force B, has these components. X component is negative 318, negative 0.318 FB, I. J component or Y component, negative din siya. Doon siya papunta sa kabila. Z component, ito rin siya. Okay? Going up. So similarly, if you have FC, force C is just equal to that FC na force. Okay? And then, bakit negative 3? I. Okay, kasi nga ito, negative 3 pa rin. Andito siya, no? Negative 3, negative pa rin. Bakit positive 4? Kasi ito, positive 4 na. Going here na, it's positive na, okay? This is positive. Positive na to dito. And then 8, the same kasi sa taas siya. Okay? Positive. Andito, nasa taas naman siya talaga. Okay? Kung titingnan mo, ito yan, no? Na force. Ano? Kung gagawa tayo ng box. And then, what else? FD. FD is positive. Pero along kwan lang siya, along X. Eh multiply mo lang FDI. Okay? Along X na siya. And then you have W. Hindi ko makita dito sa, okay? Ito, yung W na is negative 40. At ano? Negative 40 kasi sa taas is positive, negative 40 is pababa. Ano? Pababa. Okay? Going up is positive, going down is negative. Kaya negative 40, lalagyan nyo lang ng K. Okay? So, those values, ano? Pag sama-samahin natin to, kopyahin natin yan, ano? We're going to copy those values. Ito, samahin nyo yan, ano? Kasama yung W. So, FB plus FC plus FD plus W. FB, ito yan, no? Kasama IJK, ito. Tapos FC, ito rin, IJK. FD, ito lang. W, ito. Ngayon, okay, samahin dito. Group those components, X component. Group yung X component. Ibig sabihin, those are with I. Okay, ito. Kopyahan dito, negative 0.318 FB. Asan pa? I. Ito. Okay? Ito yan. And then, FD. Okay? Then, next, yung Y naman, yung J. Asan yung may J? Ito naman, negative 0.424 FB. Okay? And then, what else? Ito naman, 0.424 FC J. Pero tatanggalin na natin yung IJ, yung vector na component na IJ na notation. Okay? Equals to 0. Okay? Next is Z. Yung may mga K. Ito, 0.848 positive. And then ito naman, 0.848 ulit. And then negative 0.40. So from here, ito pa lang, pag ito, we can compute here FB with respect to FC. Okay? Ito naman, pag makompute natin to FB with respect to FC, ito, hindi ko pala nasulat dito. FB with respect to FC, okay? Ito, substitute it here. Pwede din FC with respect to FB. Pag ito, ano, may value dito, hindi ko na, you can calculate later. Ito, FB is with respect to FC, pwede natin i-substitute dito. So, if you are going to substitute it here, anong dito? Puro FC na. Ano? Puro FC. FB will be in terms of FC. So in other words, dito, mako-compute na yung FC. And if we compute FC, go back to here, we can compute again FB. Okay? So we can compute here, FB is equal to, kasi nga ito equal, okay? 0.424 transpose to the opposite side. 0.424 will cancel, so FB is equal to FC. Meaning, i-substitute natin dito, FB is equal to FC. 0.848 plus 0.848. Then, 40 transpose sa kabila, magiging positive 40. So, in other words, makakompute natin yung FC. So, here, FB is equal to FC is equal to 23.6. Meron tayo FB, ito. Meron tayong FC, makakompute natin FD. Okay? So, I think that ends our class for today. The next one, I will make it as your assignment. I will upload it in Classroom, okay, for your assignment. Any questions, by the way? Hindi na nakabalik yung iba. Okay. So, that's all for today. Okay.